This is you. You wake up to the sound of trams scraping cobblestone somewhere below, and for exactly 3 seconds, everything is fine. Gray morning light bleeding through blackout curtains. The white ceiling of a hotel room you don't recognize. The distant murmur of a city going about its morning without you. 3 seconds of blank, comfortable nothing. And then reality lands like a freight train with no brakes. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you got here. And when you reach for your name, the place where it should live is just a clean, surgical absence. Like a tooth pulled so precisely you can't even find the socket. The nightstand has answers. A passport that says your name is Daniel Reeves, 34 years old, American citizen, issued 18 months ago. A photograph that matches the face you find in the bathroom mirror. Your face, technically, though it looks back at you with the familiarity of a stranger you've seen somewhere before, but can't quite place. There's also a burner phone, locked, with one notification glowing on the screen. You open it with a thumb that apparently already knows the passcode without asking your brain for permission. Extraction in 6 hours. Designated point is the Stare Miesto tram stop, eastbound platform. Carry nothing except the package. Do not contact anyone who knew your real name. Your real name? Right. About that. You sit on the edge of the bed and let your body run its own inventory while your mind tries to catch up. Check. You speak it, fluently, automatically, the words just sitting there in your mouth, like they've always lived there. German too, functional enough to navigate. The city outside the window is Prague, which the Czech signage and the Gothic spires cutting through morning fog confirm without requiring you to remember arriving. The duffel bag on the floor contains $40,000 in mixed currency, a Glock 19 with 2 spare magazines, and a change of clothes that fits you perfectly because of course it does. There's a bruise along your left ribs that somebody put there with significant force, and a scar on your forearm, maybe 3 months healed, and neither of these surprises you the way they should. That's the thing that's starting to crystallize. You're not panicking. Your resting heart rate right now, in a foreign city, no memory, armed, hunted by people you haven't identified yet, is maybe 60 beats per minute. That's not composure. That's conditioning. Somewhere behind the wall of fog separating you from your own history, there is a person who spent years becoming exactly this difficult to break. The training is still there. The mission architecture is still there. The only thing missing is everything that explains why. The package is under the floorboard beneath the nightstand. You find it in under 30 seconds, which tells you that you're the one who put it there. Whatever happened to your memory happened after you hid the assets, which means past you had enough operational clarity to plan for a version of yourself that would wake up empty. Small mercy. The case is biometric. Thumbprint. And it opens to reveal a second passport in a third name, a USB drive with no label, and a photograph printed on plain paper, slightly creased. A woman, maybe 40, dark hair cut short, tired eyes that carry the specific exhaustion of someone who's been careful for a long time. She's standing outside a government building, Eastern European architecture. Could be Warsaw, could be Bratislava. The angle cuts off whatever signage might have told you more. On the back, in handwriting that is unmistakably yours, she doesn't know what she's carrying. Keep her alive. You read it 3 times. Then you sit with it. You weren't given a new identity to protect yourself. You were given it to protect her. Whoever wiped your memory stripped the context but left the mission, which means they needed you operational but not informed. A weapon without a serial number. Functional enough to complete the objective. Too clean to trace back if something goes wrong. The calculation is precise and completely merciless, and you almost respect the architecture of it, in the detached way you apparently respect most things right now. What you can't figure out yet is which side did it, because there are exactly 2 versions of this story. In the first, she's an asset, your organization's, carrying intelligence that needs to reach the extraction point with her intact, and your job is exactly what the note says. In the second, she's a setup. Someone placed her at the center of this, loaded her with information she doesn't know she has, and the extraction point isn't a rescue. It's a controlled environment where everyone gets disappeared cleanly, and the USB drive ends up in hands that were never supposed to have it. Both versions look identical from where you're standing. Both versions end with you between her and whatever's coming. The knock on the door arrives at 7:43 a.m. You're already at the peephole because you heard the elevator hesitate on your floor 15 seconds ago. A 4-second tactical pause, the kind that happens when someone is checking a room number against a list rather than just walking to their room. 2 men. The taller one keeps his right hand loose at his side, which is the kind of detail that only registers as threatening if you know what you're looking for, and apparently you do. The shorter one is on his phone, not talking, texting, which means there's a third operative somewhere receiving real-time updates, which means the net is wider than 2 people. 90 seconds, maybe less. You don't run through the options so much as your body runs through them for you. The door is solid, but the lock is standard hotel. 15 seconds with the right tool. The hallway has cameras. The stairwell has 2 exits. The window is 4th floor, survivable if you hit the drainpipe correctly, and some quiet internal certainty tells you that you will hit it correctly, because you have done this before, in some other city, in some other life you can't remember, but your hands haven't forgotten. You pack the essentials. Cash, both passports, the USB drive, the photograph, the duffel you leave, the room key you place on the bed so the door reads undisturbed from the hallway. It buys you maybe 30 seconds, and 30 seconds right now is worth more than the 40,000 you're leaving behind. You check the Glock, chamber around, safety on, inside waistband. Then you cross to the window, open it without sound, and let the cold Prague morning hit you in the face like the reality check it is. The drain pipe is exactly where you need it to be. Somewhere below, the city is running its ordinary Tuesday. Trams and commuters and tourists consulting maps. The whole indifferent apparatus of normal life grinding forward without any awareness of the 4-floor descent you're currently making. Or the woman with tired eyes who doesn't know she's in the center of something that has already killed people and will kill more before it resolves. She's out there right now. Coffee maybe. A morning commute. The comfortable illusion of a safe day. She has no idea the only thing standing between her and whoever is looking for what she's carrying is a man with 2 fake identities. A stolen weapon, a bruised rib, and a memory that begins 90 minutes ago in a hotel room in Prague. Your feet hit cobblestone. You don't look up. You fold into the flow of the street like you've done it 1,000 times, because you probably have, in cities whose names currently mean nothing to you. Behind you, muffled by 4 floors of stone and glass, you hear the sound of a hotel room door coming off its hinges. 5 hours and 38 minutes to extraction. 1 woman to find in a city of 1 million people. A USB drive that might be intelligence, or might be a death warrant, pressed against your ribs next to a gun you know how to use, and a photograph of someone you've apparently promised to protect. Somewhere in the locked archive of your own mind, the person you were before this morning planned for exactly this. Left you enough tools to survive, or left you just enough rope to finish the job someone else started. The tram stop is 3 blocks east. You start walking.